On.
Okay, here we go. All right, welcome everyone. My name is Shauna, and this is an adaptive chair yoga class for Adaptive Adventures. So today is our third Wednesday of the month. So typically on the first Wednesday, we do upper arms and limbs. On the second Wednesday, we do breath work or breath coordinated movement. And this is the third week when we work on our core. And sometimes we lift weights, and today we'll be using some of that. So we'll warm up a little, then we'll do some weights, and then we'll cool down and do a little bit of breath work. All right, so when you are ready, let your arms just relax by your sides, and take just a moment to be present. Maybe close your eyes, line up your body from your awareness from the inside, and begin to let your breath slow down and deepen just a little bit. So never straining, never putting effort into it, just finding a relaxed way of breathing just a little deeper, a little slower than you might normally breathe. On the inhales, you might feel the rib cage expand and lift up and out to the sides. Get a little taller, and as you exhale, maybe feel the navel move slightly back towards the spine. Now, when you're ready, on an inhale, bring your shoulders up by your ears and then just roll them back and down. And let's do some shoulder rolls here. So use your inhale to float your shoulders forward and up, and then take them back and really squeeze the shoulder blades as you go down. Squeeze that flesh in between your shoulder blades. And let's try that a couple times. And we'll do one more time. All right. We want to make sure our shoulders are nice and warmed up since we'll be doing some weights. So let's take the right arm. We'll take it across your body. And then take your left arm and bend it. And now you can maybe catch it in front of the elbow, on the other side of the elbow, at the wrist. Wherever you feel comfortable, just use that left elbow to pull that right arm in and clasp it. Now, once you get here, think about taking the right shoulder down so it's not up by the ear. So let that right shoulder get heavy, pull that arm into the chest, and then gently drag it over to the left. So you get a little bit of a sensation maybe on the right side of your body. Now, once you're here, holding that arm here, take your right hand and make some circles. Just draw big circles with your fingers in one direction. You might even feel that up into your shoulders. And then whatever direction you're going, reverse it other way. Then release that right arm. Let's take the right arm up now. So lifting it up towards the ceiling. Now bend the right elbow. Just let your hand fall wherever it falls. It'll be maybe nape of your neck or upper back. Bring your left hand around. And if you can, hold on to the elbow. If that's not available, then forearm or wrist. And you want to draw that elbow in towards the center line and maybe take it back a little bit. Now, when you do that, your back will have a tendency to arch, which is okay, but try and tuck the lowest ribs in. That'll make you engage your abdominals. And then we'll just hold on and gently tug on that elbow just a little bit. Now, take an inhale here. When you exhale, nice and gentle, move over, like lean straight over, like you're leaning against a wall. Just slide over to the left, and that'll increase the stretch on your right shoulder. So make sure it's tolerable where you're going. One more breath here, and then inhale, bring it back, release your left arm, and then release the right arm. Now take just a minute to feel what your right shoulder feels like now compared to the left. Take a deep breath, inflate, imagine you're inflating your shoulders, and then exhale and let them release. Now we'll try the left arm. So draw the left arm however you can across, grabbing it with the right bent elbow. Notice if the left shoulder comes up, which it typically does, try and lower that left shoulder. Draw the arm in towards your heart, and then gently just drag it a little bit over to the right. So a little bit more activation of the outer shoulder. Now, once you get here, take the left hand and draw some big circles with a big open hand. Let your hand rotate around. We want to make sure our wrists are nice and loose when we lift the weights, and then reverse that other direction. And then let's release the right arm and lower the left arm. Now we'll inhale the left arm up. So imagine your breath just floats that arm up. And then let the elbow just drop the hand down wherever it falls. The right arm will come around and hold on to maybe the elbow or the forearm or the wrist or the hand. Again, whatever's available to you. And if none of these feel comfortable, you can always just use your hand to push that arm up. That's the other version. All right, so we gently pull that left elbow back and in towards the center line. Think about lifting and lengthening all along the left side. Maybe your left hand can settle down into your upper back. You can walk the fingers down a little bit. Take another breath here. And then when you exhale, let's try taking it leaning to the right just a little bit. So that will greatly increase the sensation along the left side. So pay attention to what feels right for you. See if you're introducing any tension into your head and neck, and see if you can let that relax. Let your jaw be soft, your face be relaxed and gentle. And even the tongue in your mouth is relaxed. Use your inhale to come back up and then release that arm. All right, now we want to make sure that our spine is nice and supple. So your hands are on your lap or your thighs or wherever feels comfortable. On an inhale, just lean forward, but take your elbows back, right? So if I'm sideways, I look like this, elbows back. And then you'll take your your chest, lift your chest up and your chin up, look up, and it'll create just a little back bend. We'll call this cow posture here. Now, when you exhale, we'll take cat, which is pushing the knees away, dropping your chin, rounding your back and pulling the belly in. So you round as much as you can, curling up. And then when you inhale, glide forward, draw the shoulders and elbows back and lift the chest. So do this with your breath, exhaling and rounding back and down, and inhaling, coming forward and up. You want to feel every segment of your spine if you can. So the neck, the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, your tailbone. So if you had a tail, when you inhale, you're sticking your tail out the back. And if you had a tail, when you exhale, you're tucking your tail between your legs. Let's do that one more time. And then come back to center. Now we'll take that cat-cow and make it a little bit bigger, just to get your whole spine involved now. So let's inhale both arms up. When you exhale, come halfway forward, like you're reaching at a big diagonal and get a little longer. Inhale here, and then when you exhale now, just roll down as far, let your back round, let your hands, arms dangle, let your head and neck be heavy. Let the back of your neck lengthen, just hanging down here, maybe looking back through your legs, between the legs of the chair. Now bring your hands onto your lap. And when it's time for you to inhale, roll your shoulders back, tuck your chin, and push down to roll your spine up. So you're curling your spine up and then bringing your head level. So maybe you feel like the spine is feeling refreshed. Let's do that twice more. So inhale and reach up, get a little taller. Imagine your rib cage moving away from your hips. When you exhale, pull your belly in and hinge at the hips, come into a diagonal and reach. Take an inhale here and get a little longer. And then on your exhale, soften and roll down. Let everything go. become a puddle over your lap. And then hands on your lap, roll your shoulders back, tuck your chin, and then with an inhale, roll yourself up. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, look up this time, get even taller. Exhale and chip halfway forward, reaching out. Big inhale here, and then exhale, roll your ribs down over the thighs, let your hands relax, your head relax. Take a deep breath down here. Feel the back of your body lengthening. Hands on your thighs, roll the shoulders back, tuck the chin. Inhale and push yourself up with a rounded spine. All right, almost there. Let's take our arms and take them back. So if I was sideways, my arms are back here. So take the arms back and squeeze your shoulders together. And then stay that way, but make circles with your wrists again. Let's do 4 circles in one direction, and then reverse 4 circles in the other. And then release. Let's do that one more time, but let's start with the hands up here. So lift your arms and then push like the air is really heavy, almost like it's molasses. Push it back, squeeze your shoulders together, and then circle the wrists one more time. You can try making fists with your wrists if that feels better than open hands. Try that. Keep squeezing the tops of the shoulder blades and then release and come on back. And the last thing we'll do, just make sure shoulders are nice and warm, is bring your hands onto your shoulders. We'll move in opposite directions. So let's take the left shoulder forward and the right shoulder back, and we'll make circles now, like you're doing the backstroke. So just see what is comfortable on your shoulder, gradually increasing the size of the circle, if that feels good. And just imagine all that blood flow through your upper chest, your upper back, and your shoulders. And then pause, and we'll reverse it. So now we're doing the front stroke. So really take that elbow and splice through the air as you come forward and see how far you can take it back. And then you'll notice your whole spine is rotating with this now, maybe, which feels good. It helps refresh the spine. And then we come back. All right. Here we go with our weights. So I'm going to start with 3-pound weights, but I might drop down to 1-pound weights. Anything, feel free to change or do it with no weights. So we'll start with a few little hammer curls. All right. So our palms are facing forward and our arms are long by our sides. When you exhale, bend your elbows and bring the weights up by your shoulders. And then as you inhale, do it really slowly. Bring it down with control. So there's no swinging. So we exhale, bring the weight up by our shoulders. Inhale, take the weight down slowly by our sides, and even take it back and squeeze the top of your shoulders just a little bit. Let's do that a few more times. So exhale, bring them to your shoulders. Inhale, take it back, a little squeeze. Let's do that 3 more times. So make sure the weight feels like a resistance so you can control and not swinging around. Back and down, building strength in your deltoids, your pecs, and your upper back. Last one like this, up, and then bring it down. All right, let's now add a little bit of something to this. So our hands are still facing forward. So you exhale, you bring your hands up here, and now they're facing back. So turn them around so they're facing forward again. And now take it up over your head and maybe just a little tap of the weights. Make your elbows wide as you bring them down to your shoulders. Turn the weights around and take it down. So now we've got that little spin and an extension. So exhale to your shoulders. Turn the weights around. Inhale it up. A little tap. Exhale, bring it down. Turn your hands around and bring it down to your sides. So maybe you're starting to feel a little bit of heat around your shoulders now. Turn it around. Reach up, try and straighten your arms, get through the elbows, then bring it down. Turn it around and lower. Couple more. Try and keep the neck soft. Bring it up. Exhale with care to the shoulders. Turn it around, feel that rotation in the shoulders and lower. Let's do 2 more. So up and twirl it and lift it and tap. Lower it, twirl it again and bring it down by your hips. And then last one like this. Inhale, turn the hands around, extend the arms long, reach way up, tap, bring it down, turn it around, and then with control, lower. All right, you can let one weight just be on your lap, or you can set it down. Maybe I'll set it down this time. And we'll do one arm at a time now. So let's start with the right arm. So your elbow is going to stay close to your side. When you exhale, bring it up. So this is a little bicep curl. So bring it up to your shoulder and then lower it down. Now swing it out to the side and exhale it, bring it up to the shoulder on the side and then take it down. Swivel forward, bring it up, bring it down, swivel to the side, bring it up, bring it down. So you're using different muscles by changing where the arm is. Exhale it up, inhale it down, and swivel. Exhale up, and inhale down, and swivel. Now notice that your stomach, your belly muscles, your abdominal muscles have to work to keep you steady because we're only doing this on one side. So you might feel your whole core engage. This. And we'll do one more on this side. Okay. So bring it up to the shoulder and down, out, and swivel it up. Okay, let's take that weight over to the other side. Oh, Amanda's here. Okay, so the left elbow is by our left side. We're holding the weight and the palm is up. Take an inhale here and get tall, firm your belly, and then exhale the hand to the shoulder. Inhale it back down level, so your forearm is level with the floor. Swivel it out, and then exhale it up to the shoulder and down. And now we'll keep this little pattern up for a while. So inhale up. Hi, Amanda. We're doing weights today. So forward and up. Inhale down and swivel to the side and exhale up and inhale down. Come back. And a few more times like this. So just maybe even put all your awareness just into the movement of the shoulders and just feel what's happening there. But also notice that your core has to stay engaged. So this is how we strengthen the core, is we take ourselves off balance and we're adding resistance with the weight, and that makes your core have to work. And that's how we strengthen it. Let's do one more like this. So up and down, and out, and up, and down, and out. All right, so now we'll stay with one weight, and we'll do a few little things with this. So take the weight back into your right hand. Okay? So we'll swivel it out to the side. So we're doing things with rotation of the shoulder, and then bring it to the center and give it to your other hand. And then that hand, the left hand, takes it out to the side. So we'll start really simply, just passing it back and forth, taking it out to the side. See how far back is comfortable for you to go, to the center, and then over. Yeah. To the center and over. Now we'll be adding more onto this, but let's just get this little rhythm working. So your spine is long, your abdominals are engaged and strong, and you're letting your shoulders rotate like this, back and forth. Okay, so now pause when you're here on the right side. So we got the weight in our right hand. Now let's exhale and take the arm out to the side or whatever's available to us like that. And then we bring it back in and then we pass it. So then the left arm takes it out. And now the left arm goes out to the side or any capacity. I can't go the whole way out there and back and to the center. Right arm to the side, extend the arm, bring the elbow in, and then pivot to the center. Pass it to the left, take the arm out to the side as much as is available, bring it down, and pivot back to the center. Let's try 2 more rotations like this. So building strong shoulders. And last little round here. Out, and back. Okay. Now let's use this one weight with both hands now. Okay. So we're going to take it up. I'm going to move my chair back a little bit so the screen doesn't cut me off. So we're going to take the arms straight up. I'll go sideways so you can see. Keep your elbows right where they are. So they're right on either side of your head. And when you inhale, you'll just let your elbows bend and let the weight gently come down. So you got to notice if you're sticking your ribs way out. So you want to engage your abdominals, keep your ribs in, and your elbows close together. Let's try for 8 of these. So we'll exhale up and inhale down. Or if it feels better to inhale up and exhale down. Whatever you do, when you get up to the top, try and take a moment to take the arms as long as they can be. Make sure you're not putting stress or tension into the neck, so the neck should still feel nice and supple. Up, and we're down. Up. Make sure the tailbone is driving down into your seat. The low back is long. And the chest is broad and open. Last one, up, and then bring it down. Okay. Let's go back to both weights now. So you have a weight in each hand. All right. Bring them by your shoulders. So we'll start with the right. I'm going to switch my camera just a little bit. Cutting off the top. All right. So hands are by our shoulders. Take an inhale here, sit up tall, firm your belly. Exhale, take the right arm up. Inhale, bring it back. Inhale, take the left arm up. Or exhale, inhale, bring it back. And then exhale, both arms up. And then inhale, bring it back. Now we'll reverse. So left arm comes first, goes up. Bring it down. Right arm exhales up. Inhale, bring it down. And then exhale, both arms. Really engage the abdominals. Good. That's beautiful. And bring it down. And now we'll switch it again. Right arm. And down. And left arm. And down. And both arms. And down. Left. And right. And both arms. And we'll do one more set on each side. So right. And left. And both. And last round, left. And right. And both. And pause. And we bring it down. All right. Let's do a little something on our triceps. So we can put one weight down again. And I'll turn sideways just so you can see what we're doing. And so back of the shoulders, your triceps back here. We'll be working that. That extends the arm, which takes it back. All right. So lean forward a little bit and keep your spine long. Try not to round if you can. And then the weight is just by your side, straight down. We'll start by taking that elbow, so there's your right elbow, taking it back. Now keep your elbow where it is and extend the arm back as far back as it goes. So you'll really feel that back shoulder engaging there. Keep the elbow where it is, bring the weight forward, and then take it down. So that's the pattern, those four. So long arm, take the elbow back, take the hand back, bring the hand forward, and lower the arm. And let's try 3 more like this. Stand and bend and down. And elbow back, extend the arm, pause for a moment. You can feel everything working here. Bring hand forward and down. I think this is the last one. Take it back, extend, back, and down. Now with this straight arm, just take this arm back and keep it back. And now we'll do 8 little pulses here. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And bring the arm down. Whew. Okay, I'll turn on the other side. We'll do the other arm. I'm going to do a little weight on this side. All right, so again, firm your belly and lean forward a little bit. Drop that arm straight down. Take an inhale, and then when you exhale, really drive that elbow back, like you're jabbing something back there. Then take the arm and extend it. Bring the hand forward, and then take it down, like you're pressing it down. And here we go. Elbow, long arm, elbow, and drop. Elbow, long arm, keep that elbow back, that's where the work is, and down. And elbow, jab the air, take the arm back, bring the hand forward and lower. And elbow, and back, and elbow, and down. Couple more, back, bend, and down. Flex the elbow, extend it. Flex it, bring it down. Let's do 2 more. Back, and bend, down. Pull it up. Imagine resistance, like pulling against something, and down. All right, we have that straight arm now and a long straight back. So swing that arm back and find that place that's comfortable for you to keep it at. And now 8 small pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heart is forward, belly is strong. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And bring it back. All right. One weight in both hands now. So this will be a little bit of a bigger motion. So modify can make it a much smaller motion with a lot less weight or no weight at all. See how it feels for you. But if you have a barbell shaped weight, you'll hold it pretty much like this, both hands on top of each other. On an inhale, try and reach up and to the right to any degree. As you exhale, you bring it down and over to the left. So it's got a little twist in it. That's why we need to be careful and keep your belly engaged. Let's try that a few times. So sweep up, almost like we're golfing. Pull the belly in so you're not swinging. You are swinging, but you're doing it with control, right? So control means you can stop anywhere along the thing as opposed to just letting momentum carry. So nice and slow and mindfully bring it down to the left. Maybe look to the left. That'll help you twist a little bit more if that feels okay. And then we'll untwist and then look up and to the right. So twisting on the other side, pausing, holding that weight, and then Exhale and bringing it back and down. Let's do 2 more. So bring it up and reach. Firm the belly as you bring it down and over. And one more time, bring it up. It looks really nice on the screen. You see everybody lift at the same time and then exhale and down. Now come back to center and just take a breath and notice what your breath is like. Maybe you can feel your heart rate, your heart beating in your chest. And if there's any sensation in your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your upper back, whatever's going on, see if you can just be present with it without judgment. Notice where the body was working and how it feels. All right, let's do the other side now. So that means we'll be going up and to the left. And then with control, bringing it down past the middle and down and to the right. Let your eyes follow. So lift it up and to the left, get a little taller. Firm your belly as you lower, bring it down to the right. And we'll keep going with this little pattern now. Up, building strength through the whole core here. Using the weight and the resistance. I know I have a 3-pound weight. It feels like about 100 pounds. So, yeah. So there we go. Whatever is your strength capacity today. Make sure, especially when you're up, that you're engaging the abdominals. So as you inhale and come up, pull that navel in towards the spine. And control, bringing it down and over. Let's try for a couple more. A little pause at the top to build strength. Down. And we'll call this the last one. Take it up. Pause. Bring it down. And take it over. All right, and we come back to center. Okay. So let's take a little bit of time now to cool down. So you can put the weights down. And I want to try something for a little bit of focus. So last week we focused on breath, and I usually use breath coordinated movement. But I'd like to do something where it's just your breath today and see how this feels. So this is a breath, it's called adaptogenic. And that means if you're feeling a little anxious when you do this breath posture, it'll calm you down. Or if you're feeling a little drowsy and sluggish, if you do this breath, it'll perk you up. It means that it does whatever your nervous system needs it to do to find balance. And it's so simple. This is all it is. When you inhale, you'll count to yourself 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little pause at the top. And then when you exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if that's a little bit longer than your breath can do, then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to adjust it to whatever feels right for your breath. And we're going to do it 10 times. And you might notice that as you do it, your breath will extend and will feel a little bit longer. So you can even slow the count down or add another number, whatever feels right for you. The cardinal rule with breath that you cannot break is that you must breathe exactly the way you need to right now. So even if I tell you to count to 16 or 2 or 100, you do exactly what your breath needs. So you do you, okay? So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Your spine is long, you're grounded in your chair. You almost sense the earth and the chair supporting you from underneath, so you can just relax and soften wherever you are. And I'll recommend that you close your eyes or gently look down and soften your gaze. Let's all take one inhale together and then exhale completely, maybe out of the mouth. That makes it a little easier to exhale. I'll count the first two and then I'll let you go and you adapt the count to whatever you need. So when you inhale, you'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just a little pause. And then exhale, feel the navel move back towards the spine. 2 and 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. A little hold. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So try that 8 more times on your own. When we do breath work, we imagine we are the mountain. We're still, stable, secure, and the breath is just the breeze moving over and around the mountain. Maybe on the inhales, you feel like you're climbing up the mountain. Pause when you get to the top. And on the exhales, let the exhales feel like you're moving down the mountain. The breeze is moving down the side. Letting your the breath move into the body, the in-breath with ease, and then letting go of the breath, the out-breath with ease. So nothing is blocking the airways, nothing is holding on or constricting. Just a really easy breeze moving in, filling the lungs, and an easy breeze moving out, emptying. Finding a little bit more space, slowing the breath down. And wherever you are in your count, let's try for one more breath. And then gently come back. Now, the last thing we did when we were lifting weights was lifting our arms. So now let's do it without weights, and it might feel super easy. So we'll do a little variation on that. So when you're ready, inhale both arms up, but now exhale both arms over to the right, and you come up to the right. And then right away, inhale up and arc it over to the left. So imagine we're just drawing rainbows now. So we inhale up, weightless, and exhale down and to the right. And inhale up, and exhale and pivot to the left. Let's do just a few more of these, letting the shoulders soften. That space between the shoulders is relaxed. One more up, and one more hold. And then come back to center. Let's take the hands onto the shoulders again. And let's draw little tiny circles with both elbows at the same time, going backwards, like you're drawing little circles on the side walls. If that feels good, then start to make the circles bigger. Trying to release any tension between the shoulders. And then find your largest range of motion here. And then pause. Let's reverse it. So we'll draw little tiny circles on the side walls coming forward now. And then a little bit bigger. And then find what is comfortable for you, maybe spiraling out. Each time gets a little bigger until you find what your shoulders are comfortable doing today. And just a couple more. And then release. And then let's stretch out the shoulders again, since we did all of that work with our arms. So we'll bring that right arm across the body. We'll catch it anywhere we can with the left arm, clasp it in, Take a moment to lower that right shoulder blade. Draw the arm towards the chest and then drag it across the body. So you feel stretch on the outer right shoulder. Let's take the chin and look to the right over that shoulder. So draw the shoulder down and across to the left and the chin to the right. Then bring your head to center and exhale your right ear towards your right shoulder now. So just a little contortion here. And then bring your head level and let's release that arm. Let's take the arm back like we did before and let the elbow bend and the hand fall. And then catch that arm, either the hand, the wrist, the forearm, or the elbow. Pull it back a little and towards the center line. Maybe your fingers can walk down that spine line. So you're tall and extended here. Imagine your armpits have beacon lights, big beams of light are coming out of your elbow. And then we'll exhale and take it over to the left. Let that left hand be heavy and just let it traction out that right shoulder, that right arm, the right side body, the whole way down into your hips. Maybe lift up, get a little taller, and then take it over. And inhale yourself back up and release. Take just a moment to feel the effects of that, and then move to the other side. So the left arm comes across the body. The right arm catches it where it can. Lower that left shoulder. Draw the arm in towards the chest and then take it over to the right just a little bit. Pause here. Keep lowering that left shoulder. Let the neck be long. And when you exhale this time, take your chin and look to the left. So the chin is going over the shoulder. Bring your head to center and try taking left ear to left shoulder now. All right, release that arm. And the last thing now, we'll take that left arm up, bend the elbow, bring the hand around and find somewhere to hold on to the left arm. Pull the elbow back into the center line. Maybe let your fingers find the spine line down the center. Tuck those lowest ribs in. Pause here. And again, armpits have lights beaming straight out in front of them like big searchlights. Open up the chest, opening up the armpits. Feel the shoulder blades move a little closer together. And then exhale, let's lean over to the right. Let the passive weight of that right hand holding on, just traction out and lengthen the left side body. The elbow keeps moving back. And a few deep breaths here. And then inhale and release your arms. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. And then roll your hands so the back of your hands are together. So elbows are out, back of the hands together, then draw them up so they're pointing to the ceiling and roll your hands into that prayer again. Let's try that again. So you'll roll your thumbs together, take the back of the hands, and then up and around. And try that just a few times now. And then see what it feels like to reverse it. So the hands, the little fingers come together, the back of the hands, and then we'll take it down and around. We'll make sure we release any tension in the wrists. And then let's just take our hands like little rags and shake them. Shake them up. Shake them at our shoulders. Shake them down. Shake them in front of us. Just let them loose. Shake them up and down like that. And then release them. All right. So taking just a moment to close your eyes. Feel an in-breath. Feel the air come in, fill up the lungs, and feed the rest of your body, nourishing it with oxygen. And then as you exhale, feel the navel move back just gently towards the spine. Let the air flow out without resistance. And feel a little bit of stillness and peace at the bottom. Bring your hands together, lower your chin, and take a moment to honor yourself. Send a little love inward. Think about your spine, shoulders, your hands, your eyes, all your senses. Just take a moment to send some love and care in. And then we send a message of love out into the world as well. And the light and the life and the love within me sees the light, and the love within each of you. Namaste.